where they live. And who doesn't want a secret identity?
Hi and welcome to Select 10. As we know, every year hundreds of shows are produced, but only a small percentage of those are big successes. Many are worthless, but some shows, despite their quality, fail to attract the audience they deserve. To provide you with the highest quality web series, we have chosen 10 most underrated shows that you should watch right now. So let's start the video. Number 10. Haven. It is a supernatural drama series, loosely based on the Stephen King novel, The Colorado Kid. The show deals with strange events in a fictional town in Maine, named Haven, and focuses on FBI special agent, Audrey Parker, who is sent to the little town of Haven on a routine case, but her life gets upside down when she finds herself getting more and more entangled in the troubles, a plague of paranormal calamities that has struck the town at least twice before. She discovers a more intimate connection with Haven, while being open to the possibility of the paranormal, which might connect her to her missing mother. Overall, the show is absolutely crazy and highly addictive. However, a little tip, if you are going to watch this show. The story starts off slowly, and it takes time to build the mystery, but after that it gets better and better with each season. The show has 5 seasons and a 7.5 rating on IMDb. Number 9. Into the Badlands. It is a post-apocalyptic action-adventure drama series created by Alfred Goh. The series is set 500 years in the future, where war has left the world in ruins, and the Badlands is a region of former North American states that is currently governed by the Barons, a group of 7 men and women who each have power over a specific territory and command armies of deadly combatants, known as Clippers. The main plot revolves around Regent Sonny, a deadly head clipper for Baron Quinn, who battles the nomads and saves a mysterious youngster named MK, who is hiding a terrible secret from his past. When Sonny notices that MK's pendant has the same image of a place called Azra as the one on his childhood compass, he decides to investigate his own past while also defending the boy from the area's new Baron, the widow, who thinks the boy is key to her sinister plans. It is probably one of the best post-apocalyptic shows you will ever see, with fantastic action and a compelling plot. And the show has a 7.9 rating on IMDb. Number 8. Watchmen. It is a superhero action drama limited series based on the 1986 DC Comics series of the same title. The events of Watchmen take place in an alternate modern-day America, where a terrorist group by the name of the 7th Cavalry poses a grave threat. In order to eliminate the threat before it was too late, the Keene Act was repealed and the Watchmen program was restarted. The main story is set in Tulsa, Oklahoma, where the residences of 40 police officers were targeted by the 7th Cavalry, and of those who survived, only 2, Detective Angela Abar and Police Chief Judd Crawford, remained on the force. As the police force was rebuilt, rules were created requiring officers to conceal their occupation and shield their identities while on duty by using masks. In the meantime, Abar finds herself in the center of 2 rival plans to capture Dr. Manhattan, who has been collaborating with Hooded Justice as Crawford's police force tries to suppress the 7th Cavalry. Ignore the mixed reviews and give the show a chance. It comes in as my second favorite superhero series ever. And the show has an 8.1 rating on IMDb. Number 7. The Leftovers. It is a supernatural mystery drama series created by Damon Lindelof and Tom Perrotta. The series starts 3 years after the sudden departure, a global event that resulted in 2% of the world's population vanish. Following that incident, established religions began to crumble and a slew of cults emerged, most notably the Guilty Remnant, a gang of white-clad chain-smoking sociopaths. The main plot revolves around Police Chief Kevin Garvey and his family, as well as grieving widow Nora Durst and her brother, as they try to maintain balance in a world where the concept of normal no longer exists. Extreme sadness has torn families apart, transformed faith into doubt, mistrust, and insanity, leading some of the scared to join the Guilty Remnant. During its release, this show was considered as one of the best show of all time, and it had the best first season compared to most of the shows. And it has an 8.3 rating on IMDb. Number 6. Swamp Thing. It is a superhero horror series created by Gary Dauberman and Mark Verheiden. The story follows Abby Arcane, who returns home to Marais, Louisiana, to investigate a deadly swamp-borne virus where she develops a bond with disgraced scientist Alec Holland. However, Holland tragically dies in a mysterious way, and powerful forces descend on Louisiana, intent on exploiting the swamp's mysterious properties for their own purposes. But the plot takes off when Abby discovers that the swamp holds mystical secrets, both horrifying and wondrous, and guess what? The potential love of her life may not be dead after all. Even if it may not be the great one, the show is worth watching because of its incredibly fascinating plot. And the series has an 7.4 rating on IMDb. Number 5. Fringe. It is a science fiction series created by J.J. Abrams, Alex Kurtzman, and Roberto Orci. The story focuses on FBI special agent Olivia Dunham, who works for the agency's Fringe division, where she looks into strange murders and happenings that are connected to unsolved mysteries surrounding an alternate universe. Olivia is assisted in her research by Dr. Walter Bishop, his son Peter, and FBI junior agent Astrid Farnsworth. The crew explores incidents of science gone wrong and discovers links to their own past and a parallel reality. As the team works to solve cases in these interlinked universes, unexpected discoveries and complications occur. This one is probably the most underrated show ever. I have not seen any people talking about this show. Without a doubt, it is one of the best sci-fi shows of all time. Sadly, it didn't receive the recognition it deserved, but it's definitely worth your time. And the show has an 8.4 rating on IMDb. Number 4. Black Sails. It is a historical adventure series created by Jonathan E. Steinberg. It is a prequel to Robert Louis Stevenson's 1883 novel, Treasure Island. The series is set in the 18th century, nearly 2 decades before the incidents of Treasure Island, during the golden period of pirates. It follows the life of Captain Flint, who is known throughout the West Indies as being the most skilled and fearsome pirate of all the Golden Age pirates. In the year 1715, Flint tries to maintain New Providence Island, a debauched wonderland overflowing with rebels, prostitutes, burglars, and treasure seekers. In response to threats from British and Spanish forces, he joins forces with Eleanor Guthrie, the daughter of the local leader, to seek the ultimate prize and assure the survival of his people. I'll tell you how incredible this show is by saying that if you have to pick only one show from this list, then pick this one, you won't be disappointed. And the show has an 8.2 rating on IMDb. Number 3. Hannibal. It is a psychological crime drama series developed by Brian Fuller. The show centers on Will Graham, who is hired by FBI agent Jack Crawford to assist in the investigation of a Minnesota serial killer. With the case weighing hard on Graham, Crawford chooses to have him overseen by Dr. Hannibal Lecter, a forensic psychiatrist who is also secretly a cannibalistic serial killer. Graham's capability to connect with psychopathic killers fascinates Lecter, who seeks to test the limits of Graham's fragile sanity in an effort to transform him into a killer. I'd like to use the word magnificent to describe this series. It is one of the best shows ever created and a true hidden gem. The show has an 8.5 rating on IMDb. Number 2. Mr. Robot. It is a crime drama series created by Sam Esmail. The plot focuses on Elliot, a young antisocial computer programmer who works as a cybersecurity engineer by day and a vigilante hacker by night. One day Mr. Robot, an insurgent anarchist, approaches Elliot regarding joining the hacktivist organization called F Society. The group's goal is to wipe all debt records by encrypting the financial data of E Corporation, the world's largest company, which also happens to be Elliot's workplace. Later, as he and his mysterious allies try to overthrow the corrupt E organization, he ends up playing a crucial role in a complicated game of world control. The show is simply phenomenal. It has suspense, mystery, and a strong storyline that grabs your attention straight away. And the show has an 8.6 rating on IMDb. Number 1. Banshee. It is an action drama series created by Jonathan Tropper and David Schickler. The series is set in the small town of Banshee in Pennsylvania Amish country and follows the story of a mysterious ex-con who pretends to be Lucas Hood, the town's dead sheriff, in order to avoid being discovered by the ruthless crime boss Rabbit. Implying his unique version of justice, Hood makes an effort to make peace with his ex-lover, Anastasia, the daughter of Rabbit, who has taken on the persona of married woman, Carrie Hopewell. As Lucas tries to reunite with Carrie and keep his past hidden, he restarts his life of crime, even as he is pursued by the mysterious criminals he betrayed years ago, including a mob boss seeking vengeance against Lucas and Carrie for the jewel robbery that left Lucas in prison. Honestly, I was shocked by this show when I first saw it a few months ago, and trust me, it is one of the greatest shows ever. Do not miss this one. The show has an 8.4 rating on IMDb. That's it for today. Thank you for watching this video. And do subscribe our channel to see more videos related to movies and series suggestions.